WWC.
And we're back for another episode of Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds. Jonathan Darwin, Stephen Hensley to call the action for you. And making his debut here tonight at Ring Wars Carolina, John Washington, Steve. Don't know much about the man. No, he's from Brooklyn, New York.
Well, I know this much. He's excited. You can hear that over here.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear that outside the building. While I do not know much about this man, I know immediately he is a self-made hype machine.
Well, sometimes in this business, that's what you need. You're your own best press.
Make some noise! I am the greatest thing! One God
Certainly has a high opinion of himself, and you know confidence is important.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, he has his work cut out for him, John.
Yeah. We'll let Miss Laura do the big introduction here. Well, Washington getting the extended remix of his music.
Wait, he's redoing his entrance, John. Are you listening to this? He's demanding to redo his entrance.
What?
Let's bring him out. The Ring Wars Carolina Television Champion from Mount Allen, North Carolina, Rip Caydin.
Well, entrance denied for Mr. Washington.
As we see Rip Caydin coming out now. Man who's been on a hot streak as of recently. The RWC Television Champion, Rip Caydin.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say it's important to note, though, this match is a non-title matchup.
And that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate if you're Mr. Washington, and you can see the disappointment on his face, not just for the fact this isn't a non-title match, but the disrespect of our fans, the disrespect of our production team to not do his entrance again, which he requested quite politely, I might add.
Quite politely? Are you kidding me?
Well, he didn't say anything rude, nothing we had to censor.
Not yet.
That's all I ask. Don't get us fined. You take away from my money, I get sad. Short of that, I don't care.
Referee trying to get John Washington into the ring. I tell you what, not much is known about this man. He's really an enigma. I tried to get with him earlier, but there was very minimal words exchanged.
Yeah, I heard you ask him very much to the point, what's your story? What's you about? He's like, I am who I am. I am what you see. That's who I am.
I am what I am, the Popeye philosophy.
I don't think he's a sailor man, though. I'm just going to go out on a limb here.
Maybe not, but I can see that he's eating his spinach.
And again, you see him calling him out, disrespecting this building for him. And, you know, I do have to agree with him. That seems disrespectful. Why carry out one man's gear when you won't carry out the other man's gear? You're not supposed to be in anyone's corner. It's the bias here. And we've seen it time and time again here in Ring Wars Carolina. There is a clear-cut bias in favor of some people over others.
No, there is not. Miss Laura is one of the most professional ring announcers out there.
That is outright laughable.
And Miss Laura bringing the championship over to our table. Thank you, Miss Laura. Now, originally, this was supposed to be Mr. Magnificent getting the shot at Rip Caydin, but Mr. Magnificent had a prior engagement. I figured you would have known about that, Steve, since you and him are so tight.
Well, you know, he's allowed to have secrets from me. We're friends. We have trust. I have respect for him. Unlike the fans, the management, the production team, and even the ring lady here tonight have for Mr. Washington.
Well, I think Mr. Washington was acting a little bit disrespectful.
He wasn't acting disrespectful because a man demands respect, because a man asks to be treated as though he has worth, doesn't make him the rude one. Don't you mismatch this. I know you turn things around in your favor all the time, but don't you try to pull the wool over my eyes.
I'm going to quote you from a very wise man about respect. Work hard, treat people fairly, earn respect.
Who said that?
Scrap Iron Adam Pierce.
You know, like I wanted to believe in that guy, but he has an affinity towards you that I could never quite explain. Just, you know, credibility out the window.
Oh, that's a shame. And now Washington Rip Cannon gets him down with a big shoulder block.
You know, for a guy that talked about hard work and respect, I seem to remember him cracking quite a few people with foreign objects over the years.
Well, that's neither here or there now. We know where he's at. As Washington getting the better of the exchange. Wait a minute. Quick roll up by Cannon. 2 count, though.
Really an ineffectual roll up when you get down to it.
Go for the backslide.
Down.
1, 2. Yes, no.
Nope.
2.
In both scenarios,
One,
not quite
roll
the
over
leverage
again.
you
Go
wanted.
for that pin. 1, 2. Man, give credit where credit's due. Cannon with a good drop kick. Just staying right on top of Washington.
But he's looking out at the fans when he should be running across the ring.
And he's running across the ring now, and
Up and out.
but look at the speed of Cannon getting the better of that exchange as we see the arm. Cannon getting ready to fly high. Go for the pin. 1, 2, no.
You know, Mr. Cannon, not quite the footing that he would have liked on that rope. I saw it for a second. He slipped a little bit, didn't quite connect the way that he wanted to. Wasn't quite as pretty, wasn't quite as fluent as I guess you would like to say it should have been. And you see the lack of fluidity there coming into play. Cannon came out here, House of Fire. I think he's miscuing himself. I think he's getting ahead of where he's at.
Well, there is something to be said for the experience factor. I mean, Rip Cannon's still training at the RWC Academy, but look who he beat for this championship. He beat the Caribbean Tiger, one of the toughest men here in Ringwich, Carolina, and the head trainer for the RWC Academy.
You know, I can't argue with accolades, but you know the smartest thing he did?
What?
He didn't make this a title match, so he can lose today. It doesn't matter. He can walk out, get counted out, get DQ'd, whatever. He can even get pinned. He's still champion.
This is true. Going for the pin again, though. You know, though, I think Rip Cannon would love to get a victory there just to say that he got a victory over an unknown opponent, which he had no time to prepare for.
Sure, you could say that, but you know, at the same time, we might be saying Mr. Washington walked away with the W today. Mr. Washington beat an established star, an established champion. It could happen. Why are you looking past him? Is Rip Cannon looking past him?
I don't know at this point, but no, I absolutely agree. And both of these men, they'll get a chance against each other again because they've already entered the infamous Candy Bowl, Steve, where opponents are drawn randomly. It's a great night. I encourage anybody in the Lumberton, North Carolina area to come out for that big event in October. Well, a bit more of that later on in the broadcast. Now John Washington verbally berating the champion. I don't understand the strategy by Washington. I mean, yeah, he tried to get in Cannon's head, but mount some offense as well, sir.
Well, these guys very much matching each other move for move, quite literally at the moment. Catch of the leg, swings Cannon around. Cannon catches his leg, swings Washington around. Both men off
And
the rope.
double clothesline takes both men down.
And you know, you got to think this is surprising for Rip Cannon. He came out here today. He's a champion. Mr. Washington, very much the literal definition of an unknown X Factor, and literally move for move. He's matched Rip Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from him. I definitely want to see Washington back here for more than the Candy Bowl. He's held his own. But Cannon now with those big elbows and some speed whipping around Washington and takes Washington straight down.
Well-placed succession of moves. You got to appreciate the way he was able to stand next to him, pull Mr. Washington towards him, ducking both those fists, nails him with a forearm shot to the side of the head, picks him up.
Big backdrop by the champion. Going for that pin very quickly. 1, 2. Oh, no, 2 count only.
And it can't be understated how intelligently Rip Cannon pinned him. Not just did he press the shoulders, not just did he hook that leg, but he pulled that hand in closer. And that eliminates a lot of ability to pop that arm up, which is already hard when you have that much weight on top of you.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Steve. Your favorite move, the thumb to the eye.
It's not my favorite, but it's certainly in the top 5. I can't disagree with you. You know me well, to a point. We're not friends. We'll never be friends, but you do know me.
I'm glad we're not going to be friends. Washington now in the
Makes 2 of
driver's
us.
seat. And we see Washington getting ready, playing with Cannon. Just giving him the business now. Look at that disrespectful slap. I don't understand Washington's strategy here. Why not put more power? Why not put more effort into it?
Well, John, why does that have to be a disrespectful slap? Why can't it be strategic? You know, you get that slap against the ear there, you pop that eardrum, it's game over.
Oh! Wow! Look
What
at
the
Caden!
Well, that was explosive and out of nowhere.
Rip Cannon, amazing victory. To turn a phrase from you quicker than a hiccup, gets the victory. And now we'll move forward to the Candy Bowl.
I mean, that was immediately a turnaround. His back was against the wall. I picked him up, put him down, put him out.
Yeah, I think Washington got caught off guard there as Cannon celebrates. And we'll be back with more Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds.
You've seen just a few short hours. You and me, Pecos, we're gonna step into that ring for the first time ever. You're normally a tag team competitor. I'm both. This is your first singles match in RWC. This is gonna be the first time if you get in trouble in that ring, you're not gonna be able to tag your brother. You're gonna be in that ring with James Anthony. And you're right, I am trying to find myself. I am trying to figure out who I am once I get in RWC. You see, I have dreams, I have goals. And one of my goals is to get a shot at those tag team titles and make Beautiful Disaster the RWC Tag Team Champions. And beating you, a former tag team champion, will do just that. So tonight, get ready. Because I can promise you, when the dust is settled, smoke is cleared, only one of us is going to be walking out of that ring victorious. You're looking at him.
Wow. RWC.
All right, the second match of the evening. Coming to the ring now, Pecos, followed by Pecos, and it's the Wrustlers!
Former tag team champions out here. One of them going into singles action today against stalwart James Anthony.
You know, these guys never lack for energy coming to the ring. I question whether or not that is a good strategy to put yourself on the top turnbuckle and ride it. And that seems like a way to pull a hamstring to me.
Well, speaking of rides, they gave me a ride on the John Deere that drove to the King Arena today. It was pretty cool.
You really lack for excitement in your life, don't you, young man?
Dude, it was awesome.
Okay, sure.
They even let me wear one of the hats.
Gosh darn it, Bobby.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, from Long Island, New York, weighing 170 pounds, James Anthony!
James Anthony, one of the great standouts here in Ring Wars Carolina. Ring Wars Carolina Triple Crown winner, former AIWF World Cruiserweight Champion. Him and I actually met in AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, where he had the TV title, as well as the Heavyweight Championship. We got to call a couple good matches for him down there, Steve.
We certainly did. And he's currently the Rated R Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion at 439 days.
How long?
439, the longest reigning Rated R Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion.
And I've also heard that he's also the GSWF Cruiserweight Champion as well.
Unusual matchup today. You pointed out earlier, of course, Pecos, typically a tag team wrestler. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, this is actually his first singles contest here.
Yeah, this is his first singles contest, and he's got a
way to jump in the deep end.
No kidding. Well, it's sink or swim, and Pecos knows that if he's going to even attempt to ever become a singles wrestler. But I know I spoke to the Wrestlers on that tractor ride. They do want to get back in that tag team championship hunt. It'll be interesting to see how Pecos makes that transition there. Anthony not underestimating Pecos at all. Pecos getting his wrist turned the wrong way.
Yeah, but Pecos isn't foolish. He's not stupid. He's not country dumb. He might be a cowboy. He's not stupid.
No, he's not. And look at the way he's just bending back on the wrist of Anthony.
And you know, looking at him in the opening moments of this thing, I think it's underrated how intelligently this man can wrestle like an amateur. You see a lot of fundamentals come into play. He keeps his feet behind him so he has some leverage, so he can shoot in if he needs to, so he can drop back if he needs to.
Yeah, now we got the side headlock applied by Anthony, but give it to Pecos. He's holding his own against James Anthony.
Using the weight advantage to its fullest and the leverage advantage, forcing Anthony into that corner.
And a big close fist there by Pecos. What a shame. Now, I will give Pecos some credit. He does have the height advantage. He's got the weight advantage. He definitely has the reach advantage. So Anthony's got to be careful if he goes to the inside and tries to go toe-to-toe with Pecos. Pecos now with those big knees to the midsection.
And what do you think Waco's thinking on the outside? What's he out here for?
Well, I think Wacos is here to give encouragement to his tag team partner. Yeah,
you think that's it? That's all?
Well, what do you think? Oh, you think they're going to cheat? I probably, maybe.
It's possible.
I know that Waco's getting frustrated by the way that Anthony's putting on a wrestling clinic at the moment against Pecos. Wait a minute, rolling to the outside is Pecos.
You see Wacos with the assist there helping just add a little bit of heat to that rollout there.
Wait a minute, what's Anthony doing? He's building up a head of steam and out through the ropes with a big old dive.
Now that is just unsportsmanlike. What business does he have to jump through the ropes and hit a man who isn't even in this match? He wasn't interfering. He wasn't offering foreign objects to his partner. He wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, but he got...
Lack of character. That's what that is. A lack of character.
Oh, lack of character. There you go. Running to the ring post is James Anthony.
That's not a lack of character. That's a receipt.
I don't know about that. Look at the way Pecos is distracting the referee.
He's not distracting the referee at all. James Anthony thumbed him in the eye, an illegal maneuver.
Are you kidding me?
I know you may have forgotten what the rules of professional wrestling are, John, but let me remind you, you can't just thumb people in the eye because you want to.
He didn't. But now Pecos in control. I got to give a credit to Pecos. He's really sitting in and going to work on that abdominal cavity with that big forearm.
It's a good strategy. The abdomen, the midsection there, that's the core of the body that supports literally everything else. And as conditioned as a guy like James Anthony is, you want to take away not just one of the tools, but all of the tools.
And that's what he has to do if he does plan to garner a victory against James Anthony.
Take away the lower back, take away the abdomen. That takes away just about everything.
And James Anthony does need to stay grounded if Pecos is going to be victorious here today in the King Arena.
And the Cowboy doing a great job of staying up on top of him.
Wait a minute, this is uncalled for. Pecos doesn't need to be over there.
Well, he listened to the referee. You know, it's not like he kept doing it. That would have been a disqualification.
Yeah, but it's got the advantage that they wanted. James Anthony trying to instinctually fight back there, though.
I don't know if that's instinctual. It seems like he's very much, well, it did seem like he was in control.
And the big clothesline by Pecos changes the tempo of the match again.
You know, I hate to give credit where it's due, John, but you were right. The groundwork laid in already certainly worked to the advantage of Pecos.
Yeah, Pecos, I tell you what, Steve, I got to give credit where credit's due. I'm impressed in this singles competition for him, especially for his debut single competition.
I know. It's absolutely astounding how well he's doing against a guy with so many accolades as a singles competitor.
Now, I mean, it would be even more amazing if he did that without the help of Waco on the outside.
Hey, Wacos isn't the one who brought himself into this contest physically. That was James Anthony. That's
Going for the pin here. 1, 2 count only, though.
And, you know, that was a unique pin, but it was a great pin. He pulled those legs up very high above where they needed to be to get a really, really good kick out. Unfortunately, James Anthony not worn down enough yet. Give it 5 more minutes, though. That could have been the end.
Wait a minute. Pecos saying he's got Anthony up. Can he get Anthony all the way up? And yeah, he does.
Great stalling vertical suplex. Not just the pressure on the back when he landed, but all that blood flowing to the head there.
And now getting rolled over is Anthony. Pecos going for the pin. 1, 2, no!
And right now, if you're James Anthony, you've got to be feeling not just a little bit worn down, but a lot worn down. Not only are you winded, not only does your lower back hurt, not only does your tum-tum hurt, but you got all that blood flowing to your head, and that's disorienting.
And now Pecos coming in with the clothesline. Anthony going down like a house of cards. I don't understand Pecos. He's wasting too much time. And finds no one home.
Whoa! Incredible maneuver. However, I would argue he should have stayed within his own wheelhouse. He was doing great until that attempt.
So he wanted to take the risk, but sheer agony on Pecos' face.
Risk reward. You should have kicked him in the head and tried to pin him again.
Well, Pecos has got to try something new, and it did not pay off here.
Maybe he should try something effective.
Well, he has a couple of times here, but Anthony's back up. Pecos up. Anthony with a clothesline. Getting off another one here. No, hits him with the elbow. High elbow by Anthony. Anthony, wait a minute, swinging around with a neck breaker to one half of the Wrestlers, going for the pin. 1, 2, no. 2 count only.
And you can see Waco's getting fired up on the outside. He doesn't like what he sees. He thought this thing was in the bag a few moments ago. He's as disappointed as I am. But this thing ain't over. Pecos can still turn this around, but he needs to focus quick.
I think he's too exhausted as we see Anthony come in, but
a little too slow.
Yeah, this is what Pecos needed. Taking Anthony up and over with that big suplex. But look how slow he is to get over to pin Anthony. Going for that pin. 2 count there.
Well, both men certainly feeling the effects of the contest. But you are right. If he got him there quicker, this could have been over. This could have been his victory.
And Pecos arguing with the referee. This is not brilliant at all.
No, it's not. And again, I hate to agree with you. And man, I find myself saying that a lot this morning. But you're right.
I mean, this is the experience of James Anthony coming into play. He knows where he needs to do. Pecos has got Anthony up again. Well, Anthony with some elbows. Trying to break free. Bringing that ear of Pecos, and Pecos is down. Maybe he's thinking his tag match. He's got his hands up. Roaring elbow! Wow! Don't see that often out of Anthony.
So much authority behind that one. He more than rocked the cowboy.
Gets it off with the cutter.
Waco's tried to stop that, but too little too late.
Oh, wait a minute. Anthony going for that pin, but...
Well, he's stopping the pinfall at least.
Come on, there's no way. This is...
And James Anthony is absolutely livid right now, and I can't blame him for that.
Waco needs to be ejected at this point for his interference.
He hasn't touched anyone.
Wait a minute. No! Oh! Little bit of... Going for that pin. Anthony gets it.
The ultimate miscommunication. And James Anthony took full advantage of it.
Wait a minute, what are the Wrestlers doing?
Unfortunately for James Anthony, the end of the match does not end the beatdown. It doesn't end the pain.
No, they're bringing in the rope now. Come on, there's no way this is...
And the Wrestlers are putting the hurt on him. There's no other way to put it. They are wrecking James Anthony.
And James Anthony going over.
And this is a systematic beatdown.
Yeah, this is definitely... Going for that yeehaw seesaw. Oh, no.
And James Anthony may have been our winner today, but does he look like a winner?
No, he does not. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to hog tie this poor young man.
Well, they absolutely are. You are right about that. And that is quite the trophy to bring home, a James Anthony. This man is a champion and a dominant one at that.
I can't believe there's no help coming out for James Anthony.
Well, he is trussed up and ready to be brought home for the slaughter.
Getting those boots on. All right, finally, here comes the cavalry.
But a little too late.
And here, J5 making chase on the Wrestlers. James Anthony, holy. I don't think I've ever seen James Anthony that livid. trying to get James Anthony's head back together. I got a feeling this one is far from over.
You may be right about that. You know, I thought Pecos was going to make a statement one way today, but by hook or by crook, even in defeat, the statement made is the one we're looking at right now. On James Anthony's face, he doesn't look like a man happy about a win. He looks like a man who lost a war.
We'll be back with more Ring Wars Carolina Battleground main event action. Alex Bryant, Kaden Pierre.
Man, what was that, man? You left me hanging. We supposed to get our belts back, and you worried about this. What's going on, man?
Yo, G, listen. Ramo is coming after me. He's everywhere I'm at. This ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with me. Listen, I got things I gotta handle with Ramo. Me and you will hook back up on the other side.
RWC.
Alright, making his way to the ring first. From Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Ready, it's the Playboy, Alex Bryant.
Alex Bryant getting a great chance here to set that stipulation. And we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But Alex Bryant has to get through Kaydin Pierre. And there we go. Alex Bryant giving flowers to his mother.
Is that by way of apology?
Oh, why would it be by way of
I
apology?
mean, he keeps letting her down.
How has he let her down?
I mean, he's an underhanded son of a gun. Let's talk about what he's done recently. How about when he attacked my man Victor with a steel chair? That was a little bit uncalled for.
Really? With the behavior that Victor Andrews has? Do you have time to chronicle all of his...
What did Victor do that was so wrong?
It's been a while. You got the king, the queen, and from the big trout house, Kaden Pierre!
A little bit of audio troubles as we wait for Kaydin Pierre to come out. I see his Videotron, but up.
And what are you thinking if you're an Alex Bryant looking across the ring at a guy like Kaydin Pierre? And, you know, it's been a second since we've seen Kaydin. This is his first appearance in RWC since losing to Hunter Rayner, another famous cheater, another letdown to his mother, I might add.
No, he's not. Speaking of Hunter Rayner, this is Alex Bryant's sophomore year in wrestling, just like it's Hunter Rayner's sophomore year of high school.
Valid point, John. And again, how is Hunter Rayner wrestling? You know what? Enough about Hunter Rayner. Let's focus on the match at hand. Alex Bryant, Kaydin Pierre. Let's go over some X Factors, John. What you got for me?
Okay, so I'll give credit where credit's due. Victor Andrews was very smart to pick somebody that's a former RWC Tag Team Champion, Junior Heavyweight Champion, AIWF Mid-Atlantic Cruiserweight Champion, as well as PWL Heavyweight Champion. I think the agility of Caden Pierre is going to come into play. The speed of Caden Pierre is going to come into play. And that experience factor is going to come into play. But Alex Bryant got heart. He's got the big mo going right now. And he's more focused than I've ever seen him. Referee checking Caden Pierre.
Alex Bryant hasn't taken his eyes off his opponent for a single second. Got to appreciate the focus.
Yeah, well, this is why. If Alex Bryant is victorious, he gets to set that stipulation in the match with Victor Andrews. Victor Andrews next week gets the opportunity to do the same thing. So Alex Bryant knows how important this match is. Wow, I heard that slap all the way on the other side of the King Arena. Oh, takedown, going to work. Big old closed fist.
And he lived right on top of him. No time to waste on this thing. And if you wanted to wake Alex Bryant up, you just did it, Caden.
Yeah, Caden out there.
I'm all for getting a guy off his game plan, but I do not believe for a moment that went the way that Caden wanted it to.
Oh, never in a million years did Caden see that one playing out in his head like that. Alex Bryant's calling Caden Pierre back into the ring, but Caden Pierre now getting the flip over. Wow! Great speed and agility by the former junior heavyweight champion, and a deep arm drag by Alex Bryant as Caden Pierre grabs the lower back and another arm drag.
And you know what I'm going to criticize? I think you saw it, John, that moment where he leapt over top of him and he took just a second to appreciate himself too much. He took himself out of the game for a second, and when he came back off the ropes, Alex Bryant was waiting for him.
Well, Caden Pierre is a very vain individual, and we're seeing that now as he gets stuck in that arm bar by Playboy Alex Bryant.
Caden doing a great job of backing Bryant up, though. That hand across the throat, good way to force his opponent back.
Yeah, now we see Caden Pierre in control as he whips Alex Bryant over hard into the turnbuckle, and a clothesline by Bryant.
Bryant just running out and running over his opponent.
Yeah, and there we go. Pierre cowering to the outside again. You know, I had the chance earlier this week to talk to Alex Bryant on the phone. He told me about how hard he's training for this match, how dedicated he has been for this one specific match, because he knows this could change everything for him if he gets that stipulation against Victor Andrews.
And he needs to stay on top of him, though. What's he waiting on, John? Go out there. Get him. Get it done.
I think he's smart. He's being strategic is what you like to call it. Oh!
It's only a strategy if it's effective. Otherwise, it's a losing game plan.
Caden Pierre coming over and it stomped right to the rib cage. And Caden Pierre finally getting over, going for that pin. But a 1 count. Again, the vanity of Caden Pierre coming into play, not staying on top of Alex Bryant. And we need to see that now. But Caden Pierre going to work on the shoulders of Bryant. And, oh, what a forearm straight to the jaw of Bryant. And Playboy, he thinks he's got this one. He thinks he can waste his time with a handspring takeover. Can he get that elbow that he's known for? Yeah.
And you're right, he wasted a lot of time, but it's still connected. And what does that say about the condition Alex Bryant is in right now?
I think it's the fact that he's still in it. You know, I mean, he's exhausted, but he's still in it. Oh, right.
Caden Pierre making himself a little more aerodynamic that time. Less fabric to restrict the wind flow against him.
And look at those diving knees right into the shoulders, or the front of the shoulders, excuse me, front of the chest of Alex Bryant.
Landing on top of him.
Yes. Speaking of on top of him, two count only though for that pin. And I tell you what, I'm surprised Pierre is not going for more aggressive pins when he goes down. He's got Bryant up now. And Bryant blocks that suplex. Pierre for a second chance and doesn't get it. Third time denied by Bryant reversing.
And Bryant finally able to power the other man out in that exchange. Got a lateral press, no hook of the leg though.
No, not at all. Not at all, and Bryant needing to regroup and come up with a new strategy. But a jawbreaker by Pierre stops everything.
And that halts the momentum in its tracks, doesn't it?
That's a game changer in anybody's book. But look at Pierre. I mean, he's underestimating this young man.
Well, he's happy with himself, and I can't blame him for being happy with himself. But staying on top of your opponent, that's the name of the game.
And Pierre needs to be careful. He's going to get disqualified if he's not thinking about it.
Good kick to the ribs there.
And just dusting away at Alex Bryant with the sole of his foot.
You know, Caden's been real impressive today. Unfortunately, the one thing that I failed to notice so far is a thorough game plan. He's not got the focus on the body part he really wants to take away from Bryant, and that is a mistake.
I will give credence there, Steven. You're right. Usually we see Kaydin Pierre. He's going after
He's
a leg.
controlled most of this, too.
Right. And now I think he's just trying to get the oxygen out of Bryant and thinks, hey, I don't need to pick out a body part. If Bryant can't breathe, I can do whatever and get the victory.
That's a good point. You may be right, John. He's certainly moving slower. There have been a lot of situations we expected Alex to simply move out of the way, and he just hasn't had the wherewithal.
Those knees across the chest again, going for that pin. Two count only, though. Just a quick 2. Alex Bryant, I think he knows where he's at finally. Trying to use the ropes to get up. Can Pierre stop any momentum that Alex Bryant's trying to build?
Pierre measuring him.
Speed by Bryant. Gets that kick. Gets him over with that fisherman hook suplex. Great finds that. 1, 2, no.
And you know, I got to call into question the referee. I'm not sure he should have been counting there. It appeared to me that Caden firmly had that shoulder up.
I don't know. I mean, I seen the way that Bryant interlaced the fingers. I thought he had it for sure.
He didn't interlace the shoulder. I saw it with my own eyes.
Well, we can go back and review the tape later. And Pierre now trying to go on the offensive again against Bryant. The suplex and a fantastic bridge, too. Okay, this is one of Pierre's things that he needs to do. Regain focus quickly. Frustration is not going to help him win this match.
No argument on that one. Pierre, well-placed knee to the midsection. And he has gone back a couple of times now to the midsection.
Yeah, well, he's smart. And he's going to work on the chest, too. I mean, Alex Bryant's having real trouble breathing out there.
Caden taking his time. He's looking at the top rope. He's looking out to the crowd.
If he nails it, this could knock the wind out of Bryant for the rest of the match. And
you're
that's
right.
All it needs. No one home.
Bryant had that scouted too well. He may be tired. He ain't that tired. He saw what was happening.
Yeah, he is. Bryant might have even been playing a little bit of possum there.
I don't know. If he was playing possum, he's still playing possum because he's not moving quick, and he should be because that was an opening.
Yeah, it was. Bryant, though, he's getting back up. You hear the fans trying to get the Bryant going. Clothesline takes down Pierre, following it up with the other.
Well, Bryant unloading on him, and he needs to stay on top of him. He needs to move a little bit quicker, but like you said, he's been a little bit winded.
But wait a minute, Bryant, he's got him. Suplex. Going for that pin, inching over. 1, 2, no. 2 count only, though. I tell you, just how quickly Bryant's back in this. He's got Pierre up. Huge Samoan drop by the Playboy. Great finds that leg. 2, no.
Not going to happen like that. Not after the spirited bout we saw today. Hooked the leg, but what a lazy press on the shoulders.
Bryant, well, give it to this. Bryant is exhausted. Maybe a little bit more energy, he would have had that. But Bryant's still in control. Picking Pierre up for the seal of the deal, is he? No.
Pierre nailing the elbows to the back of the head and again going to the midsection. He's chopped him down one more time. Coming off the ropes. Got a hold of the head. Slammed it down into the mat. That's a lot of authority right there, my friend.
Going for that pin. Grabs both legs. 2, no.
You want to knock your opponent for a loop? That's how you knock him for a loop.
Oh, Bryant's bell definitely has to be rung.
Caden, stop throwing the tantrum and stay focused. You can win this.
He's giving Alex Bryant every moment he needs to find it. Check out those cobwebs.
Well, he's giving him a lot of moments. It remains to be seen if they're the ones he needs.
Yeah! Bryant! Huge slam! Great Bryant's that leg. 1, 2, no! Wow. Bryant with some force out there, but yet does not stop Caden Pierre.
No, in fact, Caden appears to be the man who's going to get to his feet first.
Well, at this point, I think Caden has the greater amount of energy left as we are in this bout for almost 7 minutes now. You see Bryant whipping Pierre over, but a reversal by Pierre.
Both of these guys starting to show signs of fatigue, but it's not over till it's over.
And Pierre with that speed to the outside, but Bryant tosses them out there. Wait a minute, elbow by Pierre, or excuse me, forearm by Pierre. Can Pierre get what he needs? No way. He's not going to slewpex Alex Bryant to the outside. No way. Definitely. Oh, no.
Well, Pierre trying to make it happen. Bryant, though, well aware of what that means. If he lands out there, it's definitively over.
Yeah, that count-out victory for sure. But Pierre, the experience of Pierre to put his feet in the ropes to stop the suplex by Bryant banging him on the inside. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, wait. Pierre going for that pin.
He landed on top of Bryant, too. He's got it. Oh, my goodness. What an upset. You know, Alex Bryant, it's easy for a lot of people to look at this and assume this would be his day.
I know. I was one of those individuals.
Again, when was the last time that we saw Pierre?
It's been since he lost that tournament match to Hunter Rayner.
And here he is today, right back in the thick of things with a big, big win over Alex Bryant.
Yeah, well, now Bryant's saying that Pierre used the ropes for leverage.
Oh, come on, Bryant, buddy. I thought you were better than that. Really, where's the integrity we talked about? You say this is a good man, an honorable man, a decent man, and he can't just accept the fact that he lost. It happens sometimes. It doesn't mean you're less of a man. Usually today it does mean you're less of a man. But you know, not always.
Well, here's the other takeaway from this. If Victor Andrews is victorious next week against G-Money, he will get to set that stipulation.
Oh, such good odds for Mr. Andrews. What are you thinking if you're Bryant? I bet you're scared. I bet he doesn't even show up for the match.
I think Bryant's frustrated now. We thank you for joining us next week. Victor Andrews, Hunter Rayner, the Monstrosities. We'll see you for more Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds.
All right, folks, this is Matt Classic here at the AIWF Crazy 8 with G-Money.
Yes, sir. The radio rock star G-Money is in the building. What is good, Matt Classic, man?
Oh,
Great
it's
to meet
going
you.
great. This is our 10th annual AIWF Crazy 8 we're at. We're kicking it off with a Battle Royale for the final slot tonight.
That's right. Got my man J5. He is in the building ready for this Battle Royal for a possible chance at entry into the AIWF Crazy 8 tournament.
Yes, sir. RWC Academy graduate, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He currently trains at the RWC Wrestling Academy. He has about 2 or 3 matches under his belt right now. J5 is in the building.
He's excited. He's ready to take his shot tonight. What can you tell me about Mr. Magnificent?
Well, what I can tell you is Mr. Magnificent is a 12-year wrestling veteran, and he is one half of Team Sexy, one of the best tag teams in North Carolina.
I think they might have forgot to put him on the scale tonight, G-Money.
Yeah, because he's definitely not a cruiserweight.
This guy, Channing here, he's out of the George South Academy in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
3rd-generation wrestler, he told
Really?
us. He's ready to take his shot tonight. He's only got about 6 months in the business.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this guy?
Now, Mantis, I have seen him around, but from what I'm understanding, this is his very first match. But matter of fact, I seen him at a seminar, a Dr. Tom Pritchard seminar.
Okay.
So So he's been in the business for a while, but this is his first match.
Oh, here's one half of the Wrustlers. I know all about those boys.
Oh, yeah, the Wacos. I've had many battles with the Wrustlers and Wacos right here.
Christian Cross from Tennessee. He mainly competes in the Southern Wrestling Federation out there. He's got about 2 years in, and he's making big waves in Tennessee. He's coming to North Carolina to make a name for himself.
All right.
And Poncho and Christian Cross have had a lot of wars out in Tennessee. Poncho is about a 10-year veteran himself.
Wow. Look, they're about to revisit some of that right now into this Battle Royal.
And here comes our referee for the evening.
This is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. 7 guys vying for that last spot. And the bell is
here
rung.
we go.
And there goes everybody. Wow.
It's a free-for-all in there, G-Money.
Yes, it is. Right now, Pecos is being double-teamed. And now, there goes J5 trying to throw. Nope. Oh, man, look at Mr. Magnificent.
Mr. Magnificent threw Christian Cross in the corner there.
That is the biggest size difference right there.
C3 Channing just got J5 and snap suplexed him out of his boots almost.
Oh, C3 going after Wacos now. Mr. Magnificent and J5 in the corner. Fun fact, me, J5, and Mr. Magnificent are all a part of the Smash the Mat podcast. And Mr. Magnificent and J5 have already had a match where J5 won, so I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Magnificent would like to throw out J5 for revenge.
Yeah, no one's out yet, though, folks.
Nope. I see Wacos on C3. Nice chop in the corner. There goes Mantis with the suplex.
Oh, beautiful snap suplex there. Oh, double overhand chop, folks.
He might have to go look for his areolas on that one because they are definitely off his body.
J5 was trying to pick Mr. Magnificent up, but like I said, he's got the weight advantage.
Exactly. Like, how did this happen? How did we get somebody the size of Mr. Magnificent in a battle royal for the cruiserweights?
Big flying cross body by Christian Cross.
Man, the action is hot and heavy right now.
Manson with a big forearm.
Oh, wow.
Evan there getting the Wrustlers getting it in.
Oh, my goodness. And,
C3, Michinoku driver there.
J5 calling for Mr. Magnificent's help. Mr. Magnificent just chilling in the corner, just giving everybody thumbs up. But here comes C3. I don't think he's happy about the fact that he's not doing anything.
Yeah, no one's eliminated yet, though. I'm surprised. We haven't got our first elimination.
Wait. Oh, we've got Wacos on the apron.
In the corner.
Oh, is he going to go? Nope. There goes J5. Wait. Is he going to skin the cat? He's looking to skin the cat.
I can't see his feet from here, but there we go.
Oh, he just got stomped out. First elimination by Wacos.
J5.
There goes C3.
Oh my.
Garoshi.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, yeah, stick a fork in him. He is done.
Yeah, everybody's coming to make their statement tonight, G-Money.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, this tournament, the Crazy 8, we've had former winners such as Zinshi.
Okay.
Alex Kai, who's Willer Yuta, the Independent World Champion, was in this tournament.
Okay.
Cedric Alexander, who's in the WWE.
Yeah.
And so many more I could name.
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that
I heard that shot by Manson over there.
Good Lord. Is C3 out? C3 is out of there.
I guess he's out. Now they touch the floor.
He's officially out. And there goes, somebody else is over.
They're trying to put Christian Cross over. Manson's trying. Poncho's trying to get the crowd behind him.
There's a few. There goes.
Manson's out.
Mantis is gone. Mantis, that was pretty good for his very first match.
Yeah.
Here comes Wacos. Wacos gets stopped. And there's a
DDT. Beautiful. Beautiful.
My goodness. Popped on that one right there. There's 4 men, final 4 left in this battle royal right now.
Final 4, Mr. Magnificent, Wacos, Christian Cross, and Poncho Arp are your 4 remaining folks. For you viewers at home, hope you're enjoying this evening.
Now I see it looks like Mr. Magnificent and Pecos are the 2 largest men in the ring. So there's a good chance it'll come down to them. Just
Oh my God. What a lariat.
Talk about getting flipped inside out.
Poncho's got Mr. Magnificent reeling on the other end over here in the corner.
Yeah, but it looks like Christian Cross is probably no.
What is he? What is
Double?
Pecos? Oh my
butterfly
God.
suplex.
He could have broke his back right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, big double drop kick.
And no, wait.
Pecos is gone.
Pecos is gone. Christian Cross just eliminated Pecos from the Battle Royal. Wow. Now we're down to 3.
Down to 3.
Christian Cross, Poncho, and Mr. Magnificent. And they look like they want to, which is smart.
I hope
get the
Pecos
bigger
is
man
okay
out.
over there. I haven't seen him get up yet. There he is.
Oh, and now they're just putting the boots to Mr. Magnificent. And now, trying to devise a plan to get him up. Mr. Magnificent is around 250 pounds. I don't understand how he's in this. But
they said the scale was 210 today, so it might have been broken.
Wait a minute. Mr. Magnificent just, with ease, just eliminated Christian Cross and Poncho, and he is the winner of the Battle Royal.
He'll be in the Crazy 8 later, Mr. Magnificent.
Wow. What? Don't do that to me.
All right, folks, we'll be back in just a minute for some more action.
You're not the only one.
Didn't you just lose last night?
I just won right now.
That's cool. That's great. Make up for that loss.
Where's my trophy? Do I get a trophy?
You got to win the tournament, Mr. Magnificent.
That's not mine.
This is not yours.
I'll come to for it.
Fear my monstrosities.
Wait a minute. I know that music, and that looks like chaos from the monstrosities.
Oh, Lord.
Is that Mr. Magnificent's match? Is that who he has to wrestle? What is Chaos doing out here? Well, there goes Mr. Magnificent.
210 pounds from the monstrosities. This is chaos.
A very strange individual right here. I had a couple run-ins with Chaos, and he's not exactly the type of person you want to meet in a dark alley, or actually any alley at all. Whoa, wait, so I guess it is Chaos versus Mr. Magnificent.
I guess so.
Well, anything, like they say, anything can happen in wrestling. 4 most important words in wrestling is cards subject to change. And there it is right there. Chaos versus Mr. Magnificent. Immediately after winning the tournament, I thought he was going to get a breather, but apparently not. Is he biting on the ear?
Yes.
The referee is not doing anything about that.
I don't think the referee could do anything.
You know what? You're probably right. If I'm the referee, I probably want to just keep a safe distance. And Mr. Magnificent to the ropes. And there goes Chaos. He has a Mr. Magnificent over. Mr. Magnificent. Oh, with the DDT.
Oh, my.
The DDT on the Chaos, and both men are down.
He's going for the cover, Mr. Magnificent. No,
he's not.
Get up!
I don't know if that was smart.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have went for that.
Oh, it looks like Chaos is the last entrant in the Battle Royale.
Oh, that's what's going on. I had no idea that there was another entrant in the Battle Royal. Okay. I understand. The Battle Royal is not over. Chaos is in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, we didn't know that here. We didn't.
This is interesting. I thought the tournament just started right now. Oh,
hard into the buckle there.
I have a question. So if this wasn't the end of the Battle Royal, Mr. Magnificent technically
Isn't the winner yet.
he technically stepped out onto the ground. So would you say he eliminated himself?
I would think so, but I don't think they knew what to do with chaos there.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Because the referee himself looked a little bit. Oh, and there goes. Is Chaos gone? No. Oh,
Yep.
Chaos is out of there. Now he's the official winner.
And your winner and advancing to the finals, Mr. Magnificent.
Oh. So would you say that he won twice?
It seems like it.
Well, it is official. Mr. Magnificent officially wins the Battle Royal to claim the last spot in the Crazy 8 tournament.
I hope there's a censorship on that dancing right there.
Thanks for watching Ring Wars Carolina on the King Network. Be sure to check us out every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and like Ring Wars Carolina on Facebook.